Good day. Welcome to Chisholm Prism. My name is Taylor Chisholm, and today in this video we're at the Renaissance Fair. It's my first time going and I had an amazing time, but I learned a lot from this, so I thought let me share with you guys the highlights and things to look out for if this is your first time at a Renaissance Fair or just curious of what the Wisconsin Renaissance Fair is like. Stay tuned and I'll highlight and share with you all the key attributes to my time here at the Ren Fair. First things first is the map and the location. I mean, guys, you're really in a city and a village. It really brings you back in time, and it's just really awesome. Like, I was distracted by every little thing, the buildings, the people, the music, the just really great energy. But again, I was in a large group, so it was great to have a map to kind of know where you're going. Especially if you're drinking a little bit, you're going to get a little lost, as I did. The map was huge. Apparently, it's up all year long, so it's kind of like a built-in amusement park, and on the back of the map it has all the events. I did miss, or I was late to some of the things that I wanted to see, like the jousting, and there's like the mud fest. So I did go to some things that I liked, but I'm definitely going to be all over that map next time I go. But again, it was just like so crowded this day. Apparently it's not usually as busy, but it was so hot, so crowded. It was hard to get around, but definitely worth it still. Like, you just kind of navigate your way through, know where you're going. It was like 85, felt like 90 degrees outside, so I got a fan and I got some good shoes. But speaking of attire, guys, please dress up. Like, why would you come to this and just wear a t-shirt? It kind of blows my mind still. Like, I get it, but I don't get it. Like, please dress up. Like, I was this elf. I did go a little bit extra, sure, but I was an elf last year for Halloween, so it kind of made sense just to like pick and choose some extra items to accessorize with. But it's just fun to dress up. It's not often you get to do it, so you might as well just do it. It'll really help you fit in and really immerse yourself in the experience, which is like the whole point. But I also learned a really great tip for the ears. 'Cause so many people were elves. It was everywhere. But if you glue the ears down, because I was sweating a lot, like, it helps them stay in and they don't fall off as often. And then tuck some hair over and then it blends in a little bit. And also get your shade, because there's so many different shades out there now. But even beyond the elves, there were so many amazing costumes. It's just amazing to see so many grown adults throwing themselves into cosplay and costuming. It was awesome to see. And I wish I even got more footage, but I was just so entranced in the day. And of course, the workers themselves. Again, it's hot outside. Full gowns, layers upon layers on these outfits, and they really commit to the role. Like, they sing, and it's just awesome to see. And of course, there's shops where you can buy and add on to your costumes, jewelry, dresses, skirts, accessories, all that good stuff.
Hip hip huzzah!
But let's get to the fun part: the booze, the drinks, the alcohol.
Food, water, atmosphere.
There's so much around, and even including the food. Keep in mind this is cash only for food, for booze. There are clothing items that you can take card, but you'll want cash on you. It's something I didn't know until I got there. But drinks, reasonable prices, and there's many different stations around where you can get alcohol throughout the event. And don't mind my drunken footage. I don't even know why I filmed this, but it's so shaky. Actually, I noticed all of the bartenders that I seen were women, and of course, kudos to them for wearing those really tight corsets, boobs pushed up, looking great. And if you do tip them, as you should, they do this really cute chant.
Hip hip huzzah!
Of course, after getting all boozed up, you're going to want some food. And this is an honest review, everybody, but maybe it was just the place I was at. I was disappointed with this food. I did not like anything that I got, really. I would say keep it simple. Honestly, keep it simple coming here. I know you think of Renaissance Fair, and I was like, I'm going to get a turkey leg, right? No seasoning. It was really bad. And then I got an artichoke vegetable. It was okay, but I even tried like a barbecue sandwich. It was just bad. They gave me like side of ranch dressing with it. It was strange. So keep it simple. I ended up getting some fish and chips, and that was okay. That was better for some fried food, but honestly, a little disappointed. But for the main events of this, I was so excited and impressed. Just really throwing yourselves in a whole new world. It felt like I was back in time. Just the amount of people and energy and liveliness that was running through this whole event was incredible. And there were so many little booths and dances. There was a lot of games where people were doing axe throwing. They were doing like a jokester was making fun of people and you would throw a tomato at his face. Just really funny, cool stuff that really brought you back in time and felt unique in itself. Again, you're spending $40 to be out here. This was in Wisconsin, so you gotta drive all the way up here, find a parking spot. But it was totally worth it. I really felt like the experience was great. This was actually like a super busy day for some reason. But just to see all the events, there's this whip throwing guy. He was swinging around this whip and it went on fire at one point. That was really cool to see. So just really fun. But one of my favorites was actually going to this petting zoo, this little pet pen. I was in love with these animals. The goats were a little scary, very loud. Even these alpacas, very aggressive, like eating all the food. But this cow is the most gentle creature in that whole pen. Very sweet. Just so cute to see and pet these animals. They did stink. And they smelled really bad. But luckily they had like a washing station in there. Cute. It was only like $4 to get in. The mud show was interesting. I talked about this previously. They were tussling in the mud, very dirty. He was eating the mud at one point. I was like, oh, that's kind of nasty. But of course, the star of the show, they have multiple rounds of these, but the jousting, I didn't even know how elaborate this could be, but they had like the king and the queen sitting at the top on their thrones, and they passed around beef jerky. Best beef jerky, really great. I would recommend getting some. I think that, again, that was maybe $6, but you were kind of rooting for your team as they joust and kind of stab their, what do they call that little shield that they're holding? But then it actually got kind of violent. Like, they did a whole theatrical thing at the end, and from some of my friends that I was with, they've been often. This is my first time, but apparently they never do this kind of theatrical thing. They're just killing everybody. Which was just fun. In conclusion here, the value of this is amazing for what you're getting. The food is okay, but truly the energy and the liveliness of an event like this is amazing. And frankly, I didn't see a lot of Black people here. I don't know a lot of people who know about this, who have been to this. I recommend that everyone go to this and really experience this joyous occasion and take yourself out of reality. Go with your friends, put your phone down, dress up, and have a ball, because it really is a different world and a really amazing time. And a hot tip actually is get a hotel, stay the night, so you don't have to worry about driving back to where you're from, and let loose. Fare thee well, I must away. Until next year, have a good one.